video is going to be on the siphon, the Python. It's an automatic siphon that actually uses your sink to fill and empty tanks. The best thing about this is it fits the most sinks with this adapter right here. This part right here is the part that actually controls the water flow to drain or fill the tank. To drain it, you want this in the down position like this. If you want to fill the tank, it's as easy as up and twist to the right. And these two metal screws will actually hold it in place. And it's not anything plastic, so it is going to hold in place no matter how much water pressure is put on it. What's nice about this also is that the rapid flow that you can do this in, a 55-gallon tank you can empty and fill in about 35 to 40 minutes, and that's emptying completely and filling back up completely. So it makes it perfect for anybody that runs a business. Commercial fish tank cleaning, if you own a store, it's perfect for it. Another thing that you want to kind of watch for this is, like I said, there is a lot of water, and that can fill up a sink quite rapidly. So you want a deep sink that can hold quite a bit of water from your tank. All the water that's coming from the faucet to draw down the water to suck it into the tube is actually going out there, as well as the aquarium water from your fish tank. So you can be pumping a couple gallons a minute, if not, a lot more, depending on the water pressure from your sink. That's another thing you want to keep in mind, is that your sink has to be powerful enough to draw water to actually create the siphon. So if you're living off a well or anything like that, it's a little bit more difficult. Another thing to keep in mind, if it's not hooked up right, it can be a problem. If it's not hooked up right, you'll actually have a leak that will come out of the top or in here. What's nasty about this is usually the hole is small enough, so it's going to do like a little spray out. And that can create quite a mess around the sink. For example, here you go. You see as the water is spraying out the sides. Right now it's not bad, but if for some reason it wasn't real good, then you have a mess around the sink. Another thing to keep the water kind of under control from spraying all over the sink, all over the kitchen, bathroom, whatever room you're doing it in, you can also use a rag to put over this. What this is going to do is it's going to help direct the flow of the water from any leak that's going to happen, as well as the outpour. So if you drape it down like this, it's actually going to take all the water and kind of funnel it down into the sink, just like that. That way you don't have a huge mess. Like I said, if you have leaks right here that the towel is going to cover, as well as it's going to help maneuver the water down. The one thing you want to keep in mind about this is if you are using the towel, I have learned this the hard way once, the towel can actually fall down into the sink. Once there, it's going to collect the water, and with the amount of water you're pouring out into this sink, it fills up real rapidly within 3 to 5 minutes. And you're going to have water all over your kitchen, all over your floor, anywhere else that you're doing the siphoning. So this, in review, it's great. It runs about $29 to $39 depending on how much tubing you want with it. There's two different sizes. There's 25 and there's a 50 foot. Even if you buy the 25 foot, you can buy the parts and the tubing. The tubing you can get from Home Depot or Lowe's by the foot, and it's much cheaper that way, as well as the parts you can find online for $2 to $3 a piece, which is great. There are other brands out there. The Aquion brand that PetSmart sells, pretty much the same thing, just made by a different company. Petco also has one. I believe it's also under the Petco brand. It's pretty much the same thing, just the two aren't as durable as the Python. The Python has actually just had a revamp of sales and design, so they're actually back into the game. For a while they were out for a couple of years, weren't selling the products real well. Replacement parts were a pain to get a hold of, but now you can get a hold of them real easily. Below I'll actually post a link to Amazon to give you, reviews, what other people think of it. There's going to be a special price on it. Usually Amazon has a sale on it, so I'll post a link below so you can check it out. If you have any questions, anything like that, put it in the comments, subscribe up above. Thank you for watching.